Hi guys, this is Oshi and this is going to be our weekly well-being reading. And sorry about the constant changing of scenery, but I kind of couldn't figure out where my filming spot should be or where I want it to be, especially now because the seasons are changing and the lights are changing in my room. So we will see. But for now, it's my table, desk, whatever. But I'm hoping I can set up a space dedicated for filming, but we will see. So as per usual, the spread that I'm using is posted in the description along with all the decks that I'm using. So if you see something that you like, you can even look up if I already posted a walkthrough and a flip through of it. I think today everything except the Lenormand, which I used to anchor the reading, should be up already. And I have the window open because we have such a lovely autumn day. So if you hear babies, children, dogs, I'm really sorry. But it shouldn't be that bad. So the main focus for this week is the Peapod Dragon with Organize, which I kind of like. I like because I kind of feel like I'm in a mood to do some organizing with the room situation. And there's a snail. Look at that. There's a tiny snail there. Pea season is already gone, but yeah. So we need to get some order into our life, which I think from most of us that can be actually helpful. As we had the setting up a ritual last week, and now it's incorporating it into our lives, working on it if you still haven't set up one. And even though I don't like to do anything for in the same way to an extended period of time, when I study, when I start something, or when I just want to focus on something, it helps me to set up a schedule, boundaries, what you have to do in a day or whatever. So maybe it's useful for you as well. You don't have to stick to it religiously. I know I can't. Sometimes I always have, that's my way of doing it. I have listed out the things that I need to do during the weekend, so I have a frame of things to do. But then if I don't feel like doing something because I don't have time, or I just don't, sometimes you're just not in the mood to do something. You're really not in the mood, and it's not because you're lazy, but your mind is not there. Then I can just push that one task to the next week, but it still helps me to see what I need to achieve, and then I can move inside that box that I create for myself, because sometimes that can be helpful and not restricting. So you need to find that balance. But organizing your space as well can be very helpful, because I noticed, like I said, I can only share what I experienced and what I learned about these things. I'm not going to try to speak to you, because you have to set your habits and schedule for yourself. Just listen to what I say, and if you hear something that you can use or you think you can use, try it, even if you don't, maybe. But then disregard everything if it's not working for you, because the point of these readings is to help you find something that would benefit you. I'm not sitting here preaching gospel, because I'm not that person. I'm just trying to help, and hopefully by these videos you can find something that can be a positive influence in your life. But with that said, I have lost my previous chain of thought, but I'm already 4 minutes in the video. So main focus, organize. That's what I meant to say. Organize your space, because for me, when my area is cluttered, I can't really think clearly or focus on anything like that. What to do to help this? We have the Eight of Swords. I love this deck, honestly. Operation Thorn really had my heart. So interesting. But Eight of Swords. So what to do? Find those areas that you don't want to tackle because you think you can't. Like, for example, if you look around in your room and it's too, not messy, but too disorganized, and you think that, oh, you can't, possibly start rearranging everything because you don't have the time, or you don't have the mindset that would find a system for it. Those are the thoughts that just, delay things, and they are just obstacles that you have to, work around. Because even if you're not able to organize everything at once, it doesn't mean you shouldn't start. You might finish with it a month or 2 months or even a year later. So what? A year from now, your life is going to be better, but you have to start doing things. Otherwise, nothing is going to happen. And in the don't do, interestingly, we have the Tower, which in this sense, in this reading, for me means that we shouldn't wait until other external circumstances will change things for us, because the Tower is about those changes, big changes, when you're forced to change the way you live, or how you operate or act, or who you are, because you're not on the right path. But this is, just a weekly reading, so even if it's a major arcana, so it means that it's significant energy, I still feel like it's not necessarily a life-altering one, but it's important enough to know that you should start with these changes, because there might be a time soon when you would be happy if you started, because maybe you will get a deadline, for something that you have to do, and you were just pushing things around and delaying things, thinking you will start, that procrastinating feeling. And then life will be like, okay, but we need this tomorrow, and you're like, oh my god, and I'm not ready. So getting ready is also still in the reading, which that is a theme that carries through for a while now, which is very interesting. But I kind of feel like that for a while now. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, or if you experience something like this. I will talk about it more in my next 3 months, according to my yearly reading video. But I kind of feel like that there are big shifts going on in the background, and I saw those reflected in these weekly readings as well. I can't explain. I can only say what I feel. But if you don't believe any of that, you can just still take away that organization, and not waiting for other people to force you to do that organization is important for this week. And why we need to do, I pulled 2 cards for it actually. I have the Botanical Inspiration card, Strength of Character and Moral Integrity. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Helen Keller. Yeah, I know. And it's Gladiola, the flower. And by the way, these 2 decks, look at that, they just go so well together. So the reason why we need to, organize and not let external forces push us, and not also let internal limitations keep us from changing, is still, we're building character, we're getting ready for something. And the other card that I pulled was, interesting, from my own 42 Oracle, which is triangle shaped, and I wanted to see what energy is pushing these changes forward. And we have quickness, which is the positive aspect of the movement, card, because with this oracle there's one main energy, and there's a more positive side of it and a more negative side of that energy. So yeah, quickness, something quick is going to come, and we will need to be ready to act when that, I don't know what is coming, like I said, but I think there will be a change, some sort, where you have to choose between, or maybe not even between options, but where you will have to choose how you react. And if you worked on yourself previously and you know who you are, you know what your coping mechanisms are, how you can handle stressful situations, because these are all aimed towards that, then you will be able to react in a much more positive way than you would have done if you didn't do the work. Yeah, I think so. I think that's the reading. Very interesting. And the anchor for today, interestingly, is the... I think I have to check because I'm not Lenormand efficient. I mean, it's the 19th card, and I think this is the tower as well. A different kind of tower than in tarot, but nonetheless it's a tower. So yes, look at that, it's the tower. So, and this talks about point of view, you know, gaining point of view, because you move up somewhere and you can look around and see things better for yourself. So as an anchor you can, and also there's a skull there, so if you have skulls you can use those as anchors. You can use anything Celtic related because it's from the Celtic Lenormand. You can use the number 19, so which, or the 6th, whatever, you know, works for you. But I kind of feel like you can anchor this reading with putting something around you, you know, where you can look at it that would remind you of gaining perspective. It can be a bird, for example, if you have a bird statue or a sticker or drawing or anything that suggests that you have a higher advantage point can be used, because we have dragons and birds, a lot of birds. I mean, we have the dragon who can fly, and we also have a raven, or what's the other one? It's a raven. Or, you know, these are birds as well in the tower card. So that can be, you know, anchoring. Every time you see a bird, just think about you need to organize and you need to get ready for that quickly acting thing that's coming, you know, that change that's coming. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I hope this was useful, because, you know, I feel like these are useful, and I really appreciate each and all of you who watches, who comments. Even if you don't comment, I still appreciate you. Like I said, I posted all the information where you can find me and ask for a free personal reading in the comments down below. If you like this content, or if you think that this channel, you know, has any value, you can now support me by buying me parts of spaceships. That link is also in the comments down below. I really appreciate it, because that makes it possible for me to buy more decks, which makes me happy. And, you know, you can get more better readings if you do that. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I appreciate each and all of you for being here, and like, subscribe, hit that bell, because I go live all the time, and then you can join in the conversation. And thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye.